third bonus clip of the Annielytics podcast. I am your host, Annielytics, otherwise known as Laura Adele, Chief Data Scientist at Microsoft in my personal life. Of course, everyone calls me that in my household. Hello, Chief Data Scientist. No, not really. For me, I wanted to talk about today mentorship and what it really means to be a Chief Data Scientist. There can be a lot of cachet that comes with that title. And really, for me, it's meant the world that I have a team that I can help grow and build and see their dreams and their successes through my own successes. And it's through the joy that I get in mentoring that I share with you today's podcast. Thinking through how hard the pandemic's been and how we're coming through now to February of 2021, I was reflecting back on my time in my new group, the AI Sustainability and Market Development team, and how much I've enjoyed the mentorship I've received from my own boss, Gretchen O'Hara, as well as the mentorship I provide to others, to my team, to my son, to my partner, and most recently to a 14-year-old girl who has shared the most profound story with me that I have to share with you. And this is that power of reverse mentorship. Without saying any names because she is a minor, I met a girl through LinkedIn who wants to be a data scientist. She's 14 years old. Okay, remember that. She's 14. And she taught herself Python. She taught herself machine learning, and she leveraged those two skills together after a tragic death of one of her classmates due to suicide and bullying pushed her to want to see a change. So using what she now has learned as being now an LSTM, the algorithm, she has built a model that scrapes social network data and sentiment as expressed in text and creates a risk profile score for the likelihood or propensity that that student is likely going to commit suicide. And when applied back on her friend, and this gave me goosebumps when she told me, it actually would have determined and picked up that he was a high-risk candidate. And he did commit suicide shortly after posting a very negative message on Twitter. And it's really these cries for help that go unheard. And what more profoundly moved me beyond this story and beyond her taking and being the change she wanted to see and becoming a data scientist in real time was the fact that then she reached out to other professionals like myself at TikTok and at Facebook to ask them what can be done. It is on your sites where kids are posting these things. And their answer to her, and in some ways I understand this, oh, well, there's privacy, applications. Oh, well, there's not much we can do when we do recognize a post as being, likely leading to suicidal ideation. Well, it goes through a feedback loop. Well, by the time that feedback loop is done, that person might be dead, like in the case with the student. And so instead, I proposed to her, with all the ethical aspects and responsible AI and privacy, especially after Cambridge Analytica, come on. This particular girl lives in Canada, and her sister has a connection to the school board system of over 300,000 students. So why not create a club, an after-school club, help me help you, where you opt into a service, you let the service know whether you want to be texted or called, and in the event that you are flagged as high risk and you need somebody to reach out to you, this club is there to do that, of 300,000 or however many opt in to participate. And seeing, if the school boards would be interested in then, supporting this as an extracurricular activity, which then we could further support through, corporate fundraising and societal, donations. And I mean, this is a 14-year-old girl who I'm brainstorming these ideas with. Don't forget that. So my message to you today is this. Be the change you want to see, yes. But if you're going to be called that chief data scientist, use the chief for good. Mentor somebody. and not just mentor them, but learn from them. Reverse mentorship is largely more rewarding than mentoring ever could be. And so with that, I bid you adieu, my fair friends who are listening in this third bonus excerpt of the Annielytics podcast. Have a great weekend.